Wait. What are we doing?
I don't know. That is a very good question. Why are we dueling in the middle of a desert? And why are you wearing a mustache?
I was naturally born a stud.
Not to mention, a beard? It seems that everything here is, to put quite simply, off.
Yeah, you got a good point, Judge. I guess you could even say that
Everything you know is wrong. Black is white, up is down, and short is long. And everything you thought was just so important.
Yeah, boom!
Everything you know is wrong.
whew, that was close. My stash.
All right, enough. Now, before any other trans-dimensional anomalies occur, let's begin with the cross-examination.
Pinkie Pie prepares an epic birthday party for Rainbow Dash as Potty Pony Cheese Sandwich arrives on the scene.
Today's another day that all of Ponyville will say.
And she goes up through the strange box special, a most peculiar mademoiselle.
Our first of many songs in this musical is a cheerful, upbeat introduction for this episode, and Cheese Sandwich's character is designed as a fantastic bona fide Weird Al Yankovic from his wild hair, vibrant apparel, and jovial personality. What I like most about this episode, and its greatest strength, is Pinkie Pie's character growth. Throughout the series, we've seen how seriously Pinkie takes her passion in partying. Thus, Cheese Sandwich provides a great conflict to match wits with her party abilities. But let's go deeper. It was revealed in Party of One how self-conscious she was, thinking her friends didn't want to spend time with her. That was also the first time we really saw so much depth into her character, which is why I wish the show would explore this character trait more. Pinkie's foalhood was a depressive upbringing state, and discovering her expertise not only gave her realization to her talent, but more importantly has been the one aspect that has brought meaning to her life, and now feels inferior to Cheese Sandwich's seemingly superior party skills, and now feels worthless to her friends. This is also the first time she's ever encountered one that could ever rival her skills, which is something that the audience can identify with. So Pinkie's characteristic of partying, which brought her a revelation of happiness in her foalhood, is thus dashed by a wave of doubt. And the fact that the rest of the main six go and outright abandon Pinkie doesn't really help her in her time of need. Pinkie Pie laments her sorrow. Oh, my... I can't... Oh, jeez. Not the party cannon. Oh, come on, Nazi Drinker. Oh, dear, for God's sakes. Oh, God. This is some of the most depressing imagery I've ever seen in this show. But in all seriousness, this song not only reflects her internal conflict, but also shows how well this episode is paced, watching her progression from depression, with her failed attempts to allocate her talents in other venues, to complete and total renewal in her pride, as she reminisces on the roots and successes of her talent, reigniting her passion once more. Pinkie Pie challenges Cheese Sandwich to a goof-off. This song sequence is ridiculously awesome. The lyrics, the music, the visuals create an overall very entertaining sequence. And it's at this point where we encounter Pinkie's Rainbow Flash and Revelation. This is where Pinkie's character development peaks in this episode. She realizes her motives were misguided, caring more about defeating her rival and breaking her Pinkie promise of creating an enjoyable party for Rainbow. This concept of the Pinkie promise is something she holds dearly, and for her to break her own promise broke her. And thus we see a trait we haven't seen much from Pinkie: sacrifice. She throws the competition in penance of her taking her rivalry too far, willingly leaves Ponyville, believing that she no longer has the ability to fulfill the role of not only party pony in Ponyville, but also believes that she is incapable of representing her element itself, yet is making a mature decision in her departure and accepting the responsibility of her mistake. That was pure selflessness and sacrifice right there. Or perhaps I'm thinking way too deeply into a show about magic talking pastel ponies. Nah. Next, Cheese Sandwich reveals that Pinkie was the reason for his partying expertise, and thus once again Pinkie becomes rejuvenated, realizing once again her positive effect on ponies' lives, changing Cheese from an introverted foal to the outgoing and jovial pony he is today. Though, why wouldn't he reveal that in the beginning when he and Pinkie first met? If someone had a positive effect on your life and you met them again later, you would immediately thank them with all the gratitude you have. Though if that were the case, and they knew each other's past in the beginning, there would be no conflict with them being buddy-buddy. A contrived reveal, but in the grand scheme of things, minor. We get a nice surprise of the Party Planner song, and the final party festivities take off with complete success. Then Cheese presents Pinkie with boneless chicken, and now we have our third key. This was a fantastic episode. Pinkie here has had some of the best character development in the entire series. All the songs and all the visuals wrap this episode into a great overall fun experience. A couple other things I noticed. First off, come on. How dare you tease Appaloosa and then just immediately leave it? Derby, you're not supposed to drink directly from the chocolate fountain. Also, when Cheese reveals he left home and went to Ponyville, does this mean he's been homeless ever since he was a foal? We never saw him go back home, and apparently since that one party with Pinkie, he's lived alone traveling Equestria. I like the man with no name and Clint Eastwood gimmick they've saddled Cheese Sandwich with, yet they didn't really play with it too much. In fact, the only reference to that gimmick was at the end.
I never did get that pony's name.
I'll tell you who he was. A stallion with no name.